Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today this is a video showing a typical account that we do here in the suburbs outside of Atlanta. I've been maintaining this property for probably 10 or 12 years now. It's got xenon zoysia, so really thick, dense grass. Love the way it cuts, love the way it looks and feels. But this particular customer recommends that we only use a push mower on the front, and I use a walk behind on the sides and the back. And this is about a quarter-acre property, not a lot of grass, just more, detailed beds and everything. We do maintain all of the shrubs and all that like 2 to 3 times a year, but this is just a typical weekly mowing that I'm showing you today. As you look and see it, my sulky right there, the back tire is broken. That's why it's going up and down. I got to replace that. But so when I pull up to the property, I take the walk behind and I'll mow the back, and then you'll see me come to the front and do the push mowing on the front. Right here you'll see me checking the gas and oil and starting up the Exmark 21. I usually use the 30-inch on this property in the front because it's quicker, but today I was caught up and just really wanted to use a 21 just because it hasn't been started in a little while. But this mower is actually easier to handle on this slope in the front versus the 30. 30 is a little bit heavier, does better on flat ground. But either or, both the mowers work great on it. The 30 is just more efficient, it's faster. Whenever we pull up to maintain a property, the first thing I do is always cut 1 to 2 perimeter passes just to give me room to turn the mower around, as you'll see me start doing here. And every week I alternate the direction of mowing, from straight to horizontal, diagonal. Just change your mowing pattern every week so that we don't leave ruts in the grass, and I think it's better for the turf. As you'll see me here, you could probably see the lines from last week kind of followed the driveway, and then this time you'll see me alternate the direction. I'm mulching the grass at a height of 2-inch. Zoysia is so thick and dense that really you probably should mow it with a real mower. I think that's going to be like your top of the line, best way to do it. Exmark 21 handles it fine. Like I said, this is 2 inches, and if you come every week, you're just taking a little bit off, so it's not too hard on the mower. Really, if you wanted to get into golf course type maintenance, it should be cut at inch and a half, and with a real mower maybe cut it twice a week. But this property has irrigation and chemicals applied to it, and it's in excellent shape, so we found that 2 inches every week is pretty good for this property. This is kind of a silly pet peeve of mine, but if you notice, Zoysia is so dense, like I said, that it leaves footprints really bad when you walk over it. So I tend to try to stay on the tire mark to minimize the footprints that you see once the mower is done and the property is finished. It seems silly, but I just think it looks better when you can kind of minimize the footprints. smaller properties, I use the trimmer to edge and trim to save the trip to the truck to grab an edger. It's just more efficient and gets the job done quicker. I hope this gives you guys an insight on how different maintenance companies across the country operate and what works for them. This particular subdivision I'm in has about 1,500 homes, and all of them are on quarter to half acre properties, minimal turf, mainly a lot of beds and plantings. And I find that with my van setup and the 36, 30, and 21 Exmark, that's really all I need to be efficient and fast on these smaller properties that I target. I know in some areas of the country, like up north, you have homes that are more spread out on acre to 2 acre lots. And in that scenario, you definitely should have a rider, 52, 60, 72 inch rider. That's going to be efficient for when you're riding on a mower for an hour or two at a time to cut a large property. But as you see on here, those big riders would be almost overkill on these properties. You would literally make like 2 passes, 3 passes in the front, and it would be finished. Also, if we get some heavy rain the night before, it doesn't really affect our schedule because we're putting light mowers on the property. So even if we got a lot of rain, the next morning we can still mow due to the mowers being lightweight, and it doesn't rut the properties up or anything like that. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, and hope to see you on the next one. Thanks.